Yo guys, what's going on? Robert Warshack here, and we've got some more new mini set cards. We're going to be taking a look at Priest and Rogue in this video. Right now we got Theft, Accusation. Choose a minion, destroy it after you play a card copied from the opponent. It's a 1 mana shadow card from Priest. So obviously fits in the Thief Priest archetype right now. Thief Priest actually getting some love. We've seen a couple iterations of it that run the quest. We've seen a couple iterations that run the Thief Priest without the quest. Both of them seem to be doing fairly well. Again, Quest Priest is very annoying, but Thief Priest is very fun and very annoying, but it's just not that tier 1 yet. But I think it's gonna get better with stuff like this. Granted, when you play a Thief based deck like Jackpot Rogue, Thief Priest, it's really up to like which cards you're randomly generating from your opponent that can sway a match. But with Priest in particular, a lot of the stuff that you're generating is stuff that's in their hand or stuff that's in their deck. It's not necessarily super random like Jackpot, where it's like any card above 5 mana, right? So when you have targeted thiefing, you know your opponent's deck is good because your opponent's playing it, and 99% of Hearthstone players play good decks because they want to win. If they want to win, that means they play good cards. If they play good cards, that means you take those good cards, which means you now have good cards. And if you have good cards plus your cards, you have twice as many good cards, so you could do good things with that. So I'm thinking that this card is going to be good because you're going to steal good cards, and then for 1 mana, you get to kill something, and it's a shadow card. So maybe a 1-of. I think 2 would be too much, but I think a 1-of in a Thief deck could be good. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, this card seems pretty good to me. The next one seems like a really, really good card. It's a 4 mana 2/6 Dragon, Taunt, Death Rattle. Copy a random card from your opponent's hand. This seems good. Taking cards from your opponent's hand, in my opinion, is super valuable. It gives you information on what's going on in their hand, which by itself is huge, knowing if your opponent has removal or a buff or a burst, or if they have, Theo or Nathria. Like, that's just good information. It has taunt, and it's a dragon, and it's a 2/6. Like, this card is just really, really good. The Incriminating Psychic is a fantastic Priest card. Very annoying Priest card, don't get me wrong. Priest cards are annoying, but this is a good one. Like, this is huge. So, Priest looking like it's getting some pretty good stuff. And then we have a 3 mana Clear the Conscience. Give a friendly minion +2/+3, and only you can target this with spells and hero powers, and it's a holy card. So this is also kind of insane. Yeah, this makes it so it cannot be hero powers and spells from your opponent. They can't target a minion, and it costs 3 mana. It gives it +2/+3. So like, this is just good, and it's a holy buff. So this goes in Buff Priest. Like, this is, oh god, this goes in Buff Priest. This probably goes in Naga Priest. This is a good card to generate. Yeah, this card is all right. Yeah, Priest seems to have gotten some good stuff here. This seems a little ridiculous because it's just all annoying. Like, 1 mana remove a minion, annoying, and they obviously have to play something they stole from you, which is annoying. 2/6 with taunt is annoying. They copy a card from your hand, which is annoying, and then they buff a minion that you can't kill with hero powers or spells, which is annoying. Priest is living up to its name as always. These cards, again, looking really good. These just seem like powerful cards. The Warlocks seem like powerful cards. These Priest cards seem like powerful cards. Let's roll into the Rogue cards and see if these cards also look as powerful as what we've seen. So, 6 mana 4/4. Hopefully it has a good battle cry or some effect. Rush costs 1 less for each card you've played this turn. Okay, it's a 0 mana 4/4 with Rush. That seems good. So now they get to play 0 mana Nulls, and they get to play 0 mana Scribbling Graphers. Like, they go, so yeah, so, oh geez. I mean, it costs 1 less, right? So like, let's say best case their turn is like, actually no, this is 0 mana 4/4, because they go like prep, or they go coin, prep, shroud, draw 2, hit 2 Nulls. So that's 4 cards they just played, and then they go like prep Serrated Blade, or they play like Serrated Blade and then play the another card, so it's like a 1 or a 0 mana. Yeah, I mean, Scribbling seems like it's going to be a good card. I bet at first this was 5 mana and it got bumped to 6 in testing, because I feel like this is like a 5 mana 4/4 with Rush. I feel like it's something Hearthstone would have done, and they actually nerfed this 2/6 before it came out after it was tested and seemed broken. So I definitely see a lot of Rogues testing this card. It really depends if Rogue gets any more cheap things. Like, we had the Serrated Bone Spike, which allowed a huge amount of combos to go off and stuff like that. So I think that's like, they still have Shadow Step, they have Bone Spike, and they have Prep. And I think those 3 cards are just what allows rogues to just go crazy in one turn, right? So seems good. 2 mana perjury secret. When your turn starts, discover and cast a secret from another class. Discover and cast a secret from another class. Okay, so this is good because you get to discover it. It's the start of your turn, so you can kind of, depending on what your opponent did the previous turn, this allows you to set up for the next turn. But the problem is that you have to wait a turn to get the secret effect. So you're like waiting a turn, which is good, but it's also bad because what if you need the secret right then? And then as we know, secrets mainly cost 2 mana anyway. So you're paying 2 mana for basically a random secret. This should be a 1 mana card. Because if you're getting a mage secret, right? Like, okay, so you've saved 1 mana, but you had to wait for the following turn. Like, a rogue deck is a tempo deck. And for the most part, like, there's no control rogue. So, like, having, like, I don't know. Like, I guess the waiting is good because then you can follow it up with, like, secret combo cards. Like, if you control a secret, do this, or Hicus or something. Like, it guarantees that you can both play a secret at that turn and then also follow up with a minion, which will get you ahead because, it, like, on turn 3 or 4, you can't both play a minion and a secret. So this does allow for you to set up that synergy there, which is pretty good. But I still think this should cost 1 mana. Or it should, like, cost 3 mana and you get 2 secrets. Like, it's one of the two. Like, right now, this doesn't feel you're getting enough for 2 mana. Because Hunter secrets are 2, Paladin secrets are 1, Mage secrets are 3. So most of the time, you're going to want to find a Mage secret. If you don't hit a Mage secret, it's going to feel like shit. And if you do hit a mage secret, what if you hit like one of the bad ones? Like there's only a couple good mage secrets. And if you get a paladin one, you just like net lost a mana. Like you just paid 2 mana for a 1 mana thing that people don't even play in their deck anyway. So I don't know. It just seems like this card could be a little bit better. I like it a lot because again, you have that delayed effect, which allows for some synergies. But I don't know. I think it could just be a little bit better. Like I like it, but it's just not there yet. And then Murder Acquisition, I'm pretty sure this was one of the cards that they talked about first, and it was a 2 mana, choose a minion, destroy it after another enemy minion dies. So yeah, it looks like a lot of these classes are getting 1 to 2 mana, like remove a minion if you do this. Like Warlock if you took damage, Priest if you played a card from you stole from them, and now Rogue has one, or if you kill a different minion, which should be easy. Rogue has a lot of very small scale removal. So if your opponent, like we said before, if they have like an 8/8 and a 3/2 out, you just kill the 3/2 and then the 8/8 dies if you played this prior. However, this does require your opponent to have 2 minions, while they have to have 2 minions and you have to be able to kill the other minion. While the Warlock one, you always have that hero power, right? Like you can always just kill a minion and then hero power. Like that's something that is you can always do regardless of however many minions your opponent has or whether or not you have removal in your hand. It doesn't matter. The card works with your hero power. This does not. I mean, it kind of does if you have like a weapon and it dies to a 1/1, but you know what I'm saying. So I think this is definitely not as good as the Warlock one. And then it's probably, I mean, again, it's probably a little bit better than the Priest one. I'm assuming the Warrior one's going to have something to do with armor. But yeah, so that is all the Priest and the Rogue cards. The Rogue cards, a little underwhelming, I'm not going to lie. The Scribe just seems like a cheat card. Perjury is just not good enough, and Murder Acquisition is like, okay, whatever. Like, it's a card, and it's okay. But yeah, Priest looks like it got jacked. We reviewed before. Warlock looks like it got a pretty good spread, and then Demon Hunter got a really cool legendary. So yeah, Rogue pretty lackluster. But with that, there's more classes to be revealed, and we will talk about them when they do come out. So with that, catch you in the next video. Of course, guys, I'm Robert Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.